Obviously, we're a little late because it was on Friday, but we're filming on Saturday. But happy Superman Day!
Yeah, it's funny. I thought about wearing my Superman shirt, but I just was like, yeah, I'll wait till closer to the movie. I didn't know it was Superman Day.
Yeah. Superman Day was yesterday. They released some comics, so Action Comics #1, a couple different variants and everything like that. I went to go pick up my copy. I should have worn my Superman shirt, but we had the season finale of Daredevil. We'll get into that a little later. Along with Superman Day, they released it's like a almost 3-minute video of behind the scenes for the Superman, like how they were making it and just like the different aspects of what's going on. And basically, bro, the whole video is almost like a tribute to James Gunn, like just talking about how great this journey he's going on, like all the stars and how much they're so thankful and loyal to him and everything. I'm not gonna lie though, it seems like a lot of movies he's on, the cast love the fuck out of him, bro. Like he is an actor's director, like if that makes any sense. Like he is.
It's like a player's coach.
Yes.
You know how there's like coaches that just really just vibe with players, and players can go. That's what they call it, a player's coach.
No, yeah, he's definitely that, because there's nonstop praise for him.
Yeah,
the behind the scenes thing, I know you saw it. It was freaking cool.
It looks fantastic.
It was just behind the scenes, but it was so cool. We got more look at the suit, or we got a better look at Lex.
It still has the same vibe as like the trailer, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even though it's behind the scenes, like sometimes I see behind the scenes stuff, and it just looks completely different because it's behind the scenes, and rightfully so. But this one even looks like the behind the scenes was edited, and like the coloring, like everything just looks the same as what the movie is gonna look like, or what the trailers look like.
It was fantastic, dude.
Yeah, it did look great.
I absolutely loved it. What was I gonna say? Like I said, we got a better look at the suit. I mean, multiple shots of the suit, but gosh, it was so clean.
Yeah. Did John Campea have somebody on, and did they start crying because of it or something?
One of his co-hosts, Rob, he wasn't crying, but I know what you're talking about.
I saw clips on Twitter, about it, and they were saying it's got grown man crying.
No, yeah, he was just in awe of it.
Yeah.
Robert,
I mean, it looks beautiful.
Robert My Burnett, that's his name. Or whatever.
It looks beautiful, and I just think, and I see the behind the scenes, and I just think to myself, I still know there's people hoping this movie has a downfall.
Yeah.
And like, I don't understand how.
I don't know.
Dude, like, you should just be first off. Number one, you should just be happy that we're getting Superman movie.
Yes.
But then put that aside, it just looks fucking great. Yeah. It looks great. I don't know how people could still be hoping that it doesn't do well and still be wanting Henry Cavill. Like, dude, I mean, we're big Henry Cavill fans, but like, I've already moved on, and like, I'm just so excited for the Superman.
Yeah, I'm so excited, dude. Thing is, we can respect the past and embrace the future. That's the biggest thing. Not trying to sound too corny, but like that's really what it is. We're not going to freaking hang on to it and be stuck,
like Michael Jordan fans.
Tell me why I was thinking, what do you mean Michael B. Jordan? But
Michael Jordan. Yeah. They can't embrace LeBron.
Oh, I mean, that's a very good example as well. It's truly insane to me, and it's just a small group.
Yeah,
but they're we'll be able to loud, bro.
I think we'll be able to really tell. Well, because we're not like that now. No. But we'll really be able to tell when we're older, and we start seeing people that like other people say. This is a little off topic from your, but like I just mean like I brought up Michael Jordan. Like I wonder if like when we're older, if there's another person that's like doing real good, if we'll be able to.
And then we're gonna be like, nah,
that,
bro,
like,
it's LeBron,
this guy's
that type
right.
Of shit.
Yes,
yeah,
like,
I know what you mean.
Or like even wrestling wise.
Oh,
like if we'll be able to really think like this person's actually better than John Cena.
How we always talk about, hey, look, Hogan and Brett weren't our generation.
Right. Yeah.
But this is our shit now. Yeah. And then they'd be like, because y'all just don't know.
Yeah, because it could be like 20, 30 years from now where we're just like big ass hypocrites.
Yeah.
We're just like still
we're going to be fucking 50, 60 years old going, y'all don't know what we went through, bro.
But which is true, though. They won't know. Either way, though, yes. Like you said, like we love Henry, dude, but we can push that to the side. We're just happy that a Superman movie is being finally brought to the big screen again. And hopefully we get multiple now. Because if we went a long time without Superman.
We went a long time without Superman. We went a long time without, let's say, a Superman that everyone can enjoy.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm not going to lie. A lot of Supermans have been divisive. Like, everyone has their opinions on different Supermen. I feel like
it'll be that way with this one.
That's going to annoy me. Okay, I mean, obviously everyone's entitled to their opinion, but it's going to annoy me because I'm like, everything I'm seeing is fucking great. And it's like James Gunn has a track record to where this looks like it's going to hit and hit big. And not just that, I just love the confidence in it. He's starting the new DC universe, and he said, you know what? Not only am I going to start a new DC universe, I'm leading the charge with Superman,
Yeah.
and I'm going to direct this movie.
He's acted the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true.
It just goes to show how big Superman is as a character.
100%, because he is the totem pole.
That's why I don't understand why people don't like him. But then I just think about that. Like, there's a reason why some people didn't like Michael Jordan or LeBron James or like Superman. I'm not saying he's the GOAT of all superheroes, but he's up there in the conversation. So it's like, that's
why
some
people don't like him because he's
just
God.
OP or whatever. But I mean, I think James Gunn, if anybody, will do a good job of showing somebody be vulnerable. I think James Gunn can do a good job.
Oh, you saying that? His trailer proves it.
Yeah. And people were mad about that.
First scene, Superman crash lands into the snow and is beat the hell up, bro. And he has to have crypto to help him, bro.
And people were mad about that, and then people were mad about, like, because he looks like he's being hurt by the sun.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, all his bones are shifting back into place. Like, that's gonna hurt. It's like there's a reason that when you break a bone, it hurts for a while because it's getting put back together. So this one, he's all at once getting put back together. And so some people were pissed that the sun looks like it's hurting him. But I'm like, bro, y'all just trying to find something to critique.
100%.
I was trying to find something to critique.
100%. But no, nonetheless, though, they had that behind the scenes spot they released. Nice look into what's going on in the making of that movie. July can't come fast enough. There's so much happening in July. I cannot wait, bro. But just wanted to come on here real quick and open up with Happy Superman Day.
I'm not gonna lie though, too. No, it's still gonna do fantastic, and I'm still gonna go see it. But Fantastic Four is being overshadowed to me by Superman. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, of course, it comes out after, and that's the benefit that it has. But now, if Fantastic Four was coming out 2 weeks before, I still feel like Superman would be overshadowing it. Just to me, I don't know how it is on the general consensus, but like Superman feels like it's overshadowing.
No, I'm not gonna lie. The general consensus is where you have all this hype for Superman. You have to prove it to me for Fantastic Four.
Yeah. And I think you could say the same about both. Because DC doesn't have a great track record.
You're right. The track record has not been great either. But Superman is one of those just
I think because it's James Gunn, though, too.
Yeah, that's true, too.
It's James Gunn. He's just, bro, he's giving us W after W. Like, you know, like he has a proven track record.
Bro, Creature Commandos. When I tell you, I remember the announcement, and I thought, what the fuck is Creature Commandos? It was
great.
Fucks.
I thought it was great.
And it was fantastic. For an animated show, fantastic.
For characters, I had no idea who they were.
No idea,
like,
bro.
Yes.
No idea. Now it's just like, I need more than G.I. Robot, bro.
Yeah.
Such a sad backstory, but an incredible character. Like all this.
He's got a proven track record, and I think that's why this one has a little bit less. You got to prove it to me. And I've always said too, like DC's got to prove it to me before I get back on the bandwagon. But I have more faith in this movie because it's James Gunn. If this was some other director that I didn't know or something like that, it would be more so of you got to prove it.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, it's been overshadowing Fantastic Four for me. But you want to get into the episode? What episode are we on this week?
77.
77. Lame Guys, episode 77. I'm Mario.
I'm Vincent.
What do we got this week, bro? A lot.
Well, a lot has happened. We watch a lot.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So
we still have more that we need to see, too.
Yeah, there's still more. I still want to see Death of the Unicorn, but at this
point,
I'm not
going to
lie.
That one I've already given up on.
I think to myself, I'm probably not even going to see it.
Yeah, I've already given up on that one. I still want to see Drop.
Yes, I still want to see. But before we get into any of that, you already brought it up. Let's go ahead and talk.
Oh, Fantastic Four.
We got the Fantastic Four trailer.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It does look great.
It looks fantastic.
It does look great. But when I think of July,
you think of Superman.
I think of Superman.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I'm not gonna lie to you. Same. But what I will say though is I love the tone of the trailer. It shows happiness.
Yeah.
Wonder. This is a whole new world.
It looks like a utopia kind of
100%.
Where it's like they're just gonna get rocks, and then they're gonna have to come to our shit, and ours just like nah,
bro. Like think about it. There's so much joy in the beginning of the trailer, just for our first look at Silver Surfer to go, yeah, y'all fucked, like, bro. Oh my god, the trailer I feel like is a great tease of what's to come with this Fantastic Four. I love the fact that we already got established Fantastic Four. I love the fact that we're going to see a pregnant Sue Storm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. There was rumors about that. Well, it's confirmed now. She's going to be pregnant with Franklin Richards. Who knows if we're going to get to see Franklin? Who knows how that's going to play out? But nonetheless, our first real trailer for Fantastic Four. Overall thoughts?
I thought it looked great. I thought it looks good. I think it's pretty much confirmed what we were trying to figure out is how do they get to ours. I think their universe is going to get destroyed. and then somehow, some way they'll get to ours. I'll tell you this: I would be so scared if the smartest guy in the universe pretty much told us, "Yeah, we're fucked." Yeah. When they asked him, and he was like, "I don't know," like I would be terrified if I was in that situation. But it looks good. Silver Surfer looks great.
Yeah, all these fucking people critiquing and everything like that.
I know. It was kind of controversial when they said that it was going to be a female Silver Surfer. To me, it doesn't really matter much to me because I don't really have much experience with that anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't really care. I thought it looks good though. The universe, like their universe, looks so cool too. Like this futuristic 60s.
It feels Marvel.
Yeah, and then I just felt like the Fantastic Four looks great as well.
Yeah, so they look
Yeah.
No pun intended. They look fantastic.
Yeah, like I think it looks great. Pedro killing it, like we've mentioned multiple times. Like I see him in The Last of Us, and then I see him in this trailer, and I'm just like, bro, what range this guy has.
I'm about to say some of the standouts you mentioned. Silver Surfer. We get a first look at. I can't believe I can't remember her name. Is it Julia something? Anyways, female Silver Surfer. Like I said, I know people were bitching about it.
It's saying, like not Julia Wagner. Julia Wagner's coming to my mind. I don't know if that's it.
I don't think so. No, nonetheless, people are complaining about it. I remember when they first announced a female Silver Surfer. I was like, that's different, but I know it's from the comics. Like, oh well.
Yeah.
Like,
I know old girl from Ozarks, so I just was trying to imagine her being that, and I really couldn't. But then when I saw Wolf, was it Wolfman?
Yes.
I saw her talk because in Ozark she has like a distinct hick
accent,
like
right?
Hick, like country accent.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to imagine her as Silver Surfer, and I couldn't. But then I watched Wolfman, and she's a lead in there, and she just has like a straight up accent, just like a normal English accent, like an American accent. And so that I think that helped my perception of it.
Yeah,
my understanding of she'll be fine.
She'll be fine. I mean, it's small glimpses. You just get one line from her. Are you Earth's savior or protectors? Your world is in grave danger. That was a cool little scene. We finally got to see Mr.
Julia Garner.
Thank you.
Say?
You said Julia, someone with W.
Warner.
But Julia though,
that was close. Yes, Julia Garner.
We finally got to see Pedro Pascal use his powers.
Dude, Paul Walter Hauser's in this.
Yeah, he's there's rumors that he's going to be.
Yeah, it doesn't say who he is.
Yeah, I think there's rumors that he's going to be Mole Man. I think.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't.
Now is that 100%? I don't know. Or he's going to be Herbie.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Nonetheless.
Herbie Fully Loaded. Oh, back that shit hit. That movie used to be good.
Lindsay, that
movie was good.
Old Lindsay.
Lindsay. Oh, yeah. For sure.
I don't know.
That was prime Lindsay.
Yeah, she don't look bad in Freaky Friday, though.
Yeah.
2, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Nonetheless. We got to see Pedro do his, abilities, Mr. Fantastic stretching and shit. But also we got good size comparison for Galactus in it. Mm-hmm. All you see is his boot.
Yeah,
but that's huge. All you need to see just to show how big he is. You mentioned something though that I really like. That you would be scared if the world's smartest man says we're doomed.
Yeah,
bro. Like no pun intended, we're doomed. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, you saying that right now instantly played in my head of the scene, thinking about it. Of imagine, because you see him on the chalkboard trying to figure stuff out. You see him marking the X. He's going to drive himself insane trying to figure out how to save the world. Hence why when that reporter. Are we okay? Are we going to be okay? I don't know.
Yeah.
That is going to be the part that, like, I think that mindset of, like, going in crazy, trying to figure this out, I think we're going to see some depth, some range, some great acting from Pedro Pascal, which we know he can do. And we're really going to see the Fantastic Four fail.
Yeah.
We're really going to see them lose. And I always notice this whenever someone makes a promise, sometimes in movies, doesn't always come true.
Right. Yeah.
That's one thing I learned from Emily's shows, Grey's Anatomy, and some other doctor shows of never say I promise.
Yeah.
Because if you can't keep that shit, I mean, well. So whenever he says, and then he's at the press junket and he goes, "We will protect," or like, "I promise we will protect you," or whatever he says. I thought, oh, bro, don't say that.
Yeah. I fully expect their universe is gonna get rocked, and that's how they get to our MCU. Now it's just a question of, do just them escape, or do they help get other people out?
They're going to try.
They're going to try. But it's just and if it's just them that escape, then I feel like we're going to have a little darker Fantastic Four, because that's a lot to bear. That's a lot to bear on themselves. That's a lot to know. Only y'all just escaped, and the rest of the universe just died. Yeah. So I don't know. We're curious to see, but it looks great. Yeah, the trailer looks great.
I mean, it looks great. I can't wait to see another trailer. Can't wait to see more looks behind it. I'm excited.
Yeah,
the thing looks great. Too. Yeah, Johnny Storm looks great.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I can't wait.
Joseph Quinn really took off after Stranger Things.
I was about to say, and then we're about to get into something else Joseph Quinn was in. But moving on from Fantastic Four, Warfare, bro.
Yeah, you want to review it?
Warfare. I saw it.
You saw it Friday, and I saw it Saturday.
Yeah, I saw it Friday. You saw it Saturday. Gosh damn, bro.
It's intense.
It was intense.
Yeah.
I don't know what your thoughts were going into the movie, but
go ahead.
I
didn't really have much expectations from it, but I saw everyone talking about how great it was, and so then my expectations rose for it. It was different than what I expected.
Yeah,
but because I thought it was going to be more so of like a story, and I know it is in the sense like it's someone's memory. But that's truly what it is. It's just a memory. Like, it's just about one mission. Like, there's no like, there's no thing afterwards that like, like it's literally just that mission and that's it. It's just a recall of that mission and that's it. So like, I just thought it was gonna be like more story. Yeah. And then so you see it and it's just literally this guy's memory about that mission. And that's it.
And so I agree with everything you just said.
I thought there was gonna be like some payoff. Right at the end, like some.
So for me, I mean, I'm thinking about movies like American Sniper. I'm thinking of movies like Zero Dark 30. I'm thinking of 13 Hours, where it's multiple things. I guess 13 Hours is a bad example because 13 Hours is one mission, legit 13 hours of one thing with John Krasinski.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, it was fantastic. But
there's still I would say there's still like a payoff because Jim's character. I call him Jim.
I know what you.
But like his character finally, like at the end, is like, babe, I'm done. Like this was it. Like I'm truly just done at the end. And like I'm gonna go back to my family. Yeah. Whereas like this one, there wasn't a main character.
And same with Chris Kyle in American Sniper. He was like, I'm coming home.
There wasn't a main character. It was literally just this mission. That's it. No payoff. No nothing at the end. Yeah. So yeah, it was different than what I expected.
Yeah, I really thought the same. I was like, okay, so I'm kind of comparing it to a lot of other war movies and like, okay, it's going to take place a couple days, couple months, couple weeks, whatever it's going to be. That's how we're going to get all this stuff. No, it is one day.
Yeah.
One mission.
Yes.
Couple hours in that day.
Yes.
And all hell, one setting.
Yeah.
And all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
No, yeah, I thought it was intense. I thought it was good. I thought, okay, I think this is the most. Now, I've never been to war. I haven't been in the military. Yeah. But I thought when I saw that movie, I thought this looks like the most realistic military movie that I've seen.
Yes, it was very accurate.
Yes.
It was very accurate. Shout out to Alex Garland and my goodness, what's his name? Disrespectful as hell.
I just thought like out of all the military movies that I've seen,
Warfare.
I hate when
Ray Mendoza and Alex Garland both directed this movie. I think they both wrote it as well. I want to say Ray Mendoza is the one who is
he was the one who was there. He's Defaro Wunatai. Sorry if I pronounced that. He played him.
Okay. So yes, it's also based on his memory, like how you said.
And it's for Elliot. So Elliot was that sniper guy who has no memory of this mission at all afterwards. And so that's why it says at the beginning, it says for Elliot.
Yeah.
This is so
he can see
what happened. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he made this movie.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. When it said for Elliot, even though at the very end of the movie, even at the very end of the movie, they show him going, to set and everything. I thought it's because he died.
No, yeah, it was because he has no recollection of this mission, dude. So he must have got hit in the head or something like that, and he
because he lost his legs.
Yeah, so he's in a wheelchair. You see him at the end. Yes.
Spoiler for the movie.
Yeah. Which I should say we're gonna review it. So spoilers if you haven't seen it. But which also it's a true story. Like you could go back and read it. So that's why he has no recollection of this movie.
Okay.
So that's why they made it. But ultimately, dude, yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I could rate. Like, I thought it was just a great movie.
Yeah, I don't know how to rank this. I don't.
It was just a movie that if I had to pick all the military movies that I've seen, which one is the most realistic, I would pick this one. Because this one, and it wasn't even like you saw people getting headshots 24/7, killing people. Like, bro, it was just people shooting, and you're just hoping, praying to God that it kills these people, so they can get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it looked like.
Just a quick synopsis. Warfare is a film directed by Ray Mendoza and Alex Garland, based on Mendoza's experiences during the Iraq War as a U.S. Navy SEAL. The film is a reenactment of an encounter he and his platoon experienced on November 19th, 2006, in the wake of the Battle of Ramadi. I don't know, but basically, yeah,
they were in Iraq in 2006, bro. That was the heat of the shit.
I'm about to say. I mean, they're over there fighting a war, bro. I'm over here watching fucking Monday Night Raw and Friday. Friday. Did they move to Friday by that point?
In 2006?
Yeah.
Yes.
They moved to Friday. Friday Night SmackDown. Yeah. I mean,
hats off to our soldiers. Yeah, it was the true definition of when they say, like, you have your freedom because these people are out there.
Yeah.
Fighting. So like,
what I do like is that some of the behind the scenes stuff I liked watching and hearing about are like, I mean, obviously how we just said, he went on set. Elliot, the guy who Elliot, he went on set. He also helped them know how to word, do keywords
like
and everything,
like all the lingo. That they use,
all the lingo. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like they definitely honed in on just moments of on the walkie using all the lingo.
Yeah.
And it was so crazy because I was like, gosh, man, like they're kind of like they're sticking on this scene for a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie, it made it so much more real.
Yeah.
It made it so much more realistic. Yeah. And I kind of appreciate it in the way. Like it's just like, oh, it so
just felt real, dude. It just felt real. I'll tell you this, I work with a lot of military guys, and one of the guys that I'm close with up there said he was in the Army, and he said the call on me shit, which that's the clip I see everybody on Twitter. I just keep seeing people like love that scene. Where it's at the beginning. It starts with the song, and the song's called "Call on Me." When they're all jamming out to that song. He says that's accurate. That like every like little platoon team or whatever they call it, like they have a song before they go out on mission, and they jam it to it every time. Yeah.
Wow.
And he said that shit is accurate, and so. That's the scene I see everyone loving on TikTok and stuff. Is that scene?
It was funny, it was weird when I saw,
but it was intense though because it does that scene
and then
boom, like you hear the shift, and then the rest of the movie is fucking serious and intense.
The cast for the movie: Will Porter, Kit Connor, Cosmo Jarvis, who plays Elliot.
Yeah.
Joseph Quinn, Michael Gandolfini,
Daredevil.
Yeah. Daniel off of Daredevil, or whatever. James Melton, Noah
Centineo.
Yeah.
Which he for a while was popping.
Yeah, he was popping for a little bit. DeFaro.
Yeah, DeFaro Wunatai is how I said it. I hope that's pronounced right.
No disrespect.
Yeah.
Taylor John Smith and
the rest are kind of unknown. But I look at this cast and I think all these guys look like they're in their late 20s, early 20s, early 30s. Like I bet you, dude, 10 years from now we'll look at how stacked that fucking cast was.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's all just young male actors like trying to they're on the come up.
Of course, knowing us though. I get. You already said
Will
it when
Poulter's
it came
already
to,
had some success.
Well, I was going to say,
Joseph
you already
Quinn.
said it whenever it came to Michael Gandolfini, but you literally said Daredevil. So when I saw Joseph Quinn and Will Porter, I thought, there they are.
Yeah.
Human Torch and Adam Warlock. Yeah. It was cool to see.
Some of these guys have already had a lot of success. But
Noah, Adam Smasher.
Yeah, but you look at the other cast and you could just tell, like, 10 years from now, you're going to look at that because it looks like a stacked cast.
Yeah.
And then I would imagine DeFaro Wunatai gets more roles, too. The guy who played Ray Mendoza, and he did a fantastic job as well. I'll tell you this, dude. The star of the movie to me was Joseph Quinn. Not even because he was like, yes, he is acting his ass off, but not because he's like word monologues. I know you're like that. Yeah. Dude, his screams when he gets hurt by the IUD, his screams in the movie, all their screams in the movie, dude, just felt so real. It was the IUD, right?
IUD or IED?
IED, whatever it is, the one that gets shot at them. Just looks so, bro. Their screams were so real that it
hurt me.
Like I was the whole time. You have them trying to talk to each other, and you just hear the like in the background. I'm just like, holy shit, bro. That shit.
That scene made me gasp so loud because it was the scene where you had that little grenade go off inside the room. And they're trying to, one of them's little guy's bell rung a little bit. Will Porter dealt with, I had to guess, concussion or something. The rest of the film.
Well, even he said, dude, I'm fucked.
Yeah,
he told the other guys.
He said, I got my shit rocked,
you
bro.
gotta lead.
So the mission was these tanks pull up. They're getting the tanks and dip. No ifs, ands, or buts. Sounds easy.
Yeah.
No. They pull up outside. Yeah. Bomb goes off. All hell breaks loose even more from there. And my gosh, bro, Joseph Quinn. Dude. Was intense in that. Shout out to Cosmo Jarvis
all he's doing is just screaming and yelling. But dude, like the sounds of it all. That's what I'm saying. Like out of all the military movies that I've seen, and this is no disrespect to all the other ones because some of those are true stories and like this, but like this movie just made it feel the most realistic.
Yeah,
like of how it would actually be.
Yeah, no, it was intense. It was intense.
I've thought about for a long time. I've always thought about should I have just joined the military because like. I never, it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do and stuff. And I've always thought like that looks cool. Like having like a brotherhood like that looks cool. Like being a part of it, being a part of something that looks great.
Literally, it's such a limited,
especially like the first scene in the movie, the call on me scene when it just looks like just a bunch of dudes You're all there for the same thing. You all obviously would rather be at home, but you're doing this thing together. Like, it just looks like brotherhood. And then as soon as you see the movie, then I just think, no thanks. Like, I'm
not going to lie to you.
Different respect to all those people. And I've always thought to myself, should I have just joined the military, this and that? Now, granted, if we would have joined, it wouldn't have been that time period.
Yeah.
Like that was the peak of all the shit. But I think to myself, that's a different type of a person to do that. And
it takes a special person.
And so, like, I just think that movie did a perfect job of, like, if you really wish you were there in the shit, like, this is what it was like. Yeah. And no thanks. Like, I wouldn't have wanted to do that.
Yeah, bro. And just think they have to come home and be like,
and just live a normal life.
Life, acting like nothing fucking happened, bro. Oh my gosh. You know what scene I really loved? And it's the how do they say it? It's the when they call the jets.
What do they call it there? They need a show of force.
Show of force.
Show of force.
Holy shit.
That was cool.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
The show of force. They call in a break in the action. They call in because if shit's getting a little out of hand,
we need a show of force to show like we're here above the sky.
These jets fly low as hell, almost street level.
Yeah.
Boom, blast by the street, and the wind, the destruct, like all this. Oh my gosh! Just imagine a jet flying really close to the ground, full speed. How will that affect everything, and how will that sound like? How would that feel like? Oh, you feel it all. Yeah. You see it all, and even just that, even the cast, like the army guys, the SEALs. Even they get affected, even though they're the ones who called for it. Yep. They're taking cover because they know, this shit's about to ring our bell.
It's just so loud, dude. It's just, I imagine it's so loud.
Yeah. Overall, though, the movie's fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
It's intense as hell. It's really hard to say I loved it because it's just like it's real.
Yeah, well, it's sad.
But
like,
it's sad.
Yeah,
but it's also like they did a fantastic job. Yeah. This movie was made, with love, obviously. And a whole bunch of respect. I'll say that.
I saw on TikTok this guy talking about it, and he said Alex Mendoza. There were some stuff that even he was a little, because he's only one person, so like stuff's going on over here in this room, he doesn't really know. Yeah. So he had to call like all the guys and try to just get recollections of this.
I do love at the very end. I had a feeling they would do this at the very end, show
all of them,
the real ones, but they still blur their face. In my head, I started thinking,
well, some of them don't want to be known. They did that in 13 Hours in Benghazi too.
Yes, but in my head, I thought, some of them don't want to be known, but at the same time, what if some of them are still involved in some way, so they cannot have their identity shown? Yeah, I was, it was impressive.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was an intense thing, dude.
But overall, I mean,
I can imagine if someone was in that shit, that would be a hard movie to watch.
100%.
Like I would want to recommend it to a lot of people, but like I can imagine if you were really in the military, that could be a hard movie to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, same with Emily's stepdad. Richard, he loves movies, so he asked me if I was going to see it. I was like, I already saw it. He goes, oh, what'd you think? And in my head, I'm thinking, for him, when it comes to a military movie, it's a little different saying, what do you think about military? Because he served. Yeah. So I was like, it was really good. I would say it was intense as hell, but it was very good. And I said, I know it was really good because I also had, in my theater, I had a couple guys sitting next to me. And I had a feeling that they were military. Yeah. Because some things that were being said, dialogue and everything like that, you would see them go. Like, they would shake their head, and then some of them would go, yep. Yeah. Yep. And I'm like,
there was that's funny that you say that, because there was an older couple behind us, the row behind us, and the wife would ask her husband, and then he would be like, yeah, we'll do it. And so I'm like, oh, he served man, too. Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, tremendous movie.
Yeah. A24 kills it constantly. Bro, they are. And Alex Garland, too, because he had Civil War. Which that one was pretty good too. So like, yeah, I mean, Alex Garland, dude, he's killing it as well. But yeah, and it's just hard to say that a movie could be successful when it truly doesn't really have like a payoff story at the end, or it doesn't have a main character, or like there wasn't a main guy like being a badass and constantly sniping people and constantly getting kills. Like, bro, they all were just young teenagers in the military. Just trying to shoot for their lives and hopefully they make it out. Yeah. Like, that's all what it was. Yeah. Like, it's just crazy.
No egos, no nothing, bro. Just
a team, just a brotherhood. That's why, like, I've always thought, should I have joined? But, like, then you see a movie like that, and it's like, thank goodness it wasn't my time at that era. Because, like, bro, that's 100%. That's fucking intense.
As of right now, it's sitting at a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. Good for it. Yeah. Good for it. Well respected. Yeah. Well respected.
What are you going to move into next?
Another movie we saw, bro. Sinners.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah, that one you want to rank it?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay. Ranking for Sinners. 3, 2, 1, 10.
10, bro.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
I thought, why would I not? Like, I was thinking, I'll give it a 9. But then, you know how I am. I'm just like, well, what is preventing me from giving it that 1 point?
Ever since you always, so
like,
a long time ago, whenever we started talking about the rankings and everything like that, and once you really started putting that in my head, why?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't? Oh, so
yeah, because you said something like a 9.5, and I was like,
and you're like,
why
what's
wouldn't
that?
you just get? Yeah, what's that 0.5 that you can't give it?
Yeah. No, you're right. You're 100% right on that. But this movie, it's solid.
Yeah,
it's solid. As of right now, sitting at a 98% of Rotten Tomatoes. Screw that one dude, bro. That gave it a 3 out of 5, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there are some points where I do wish like there was a little bit more action, but at the same time, I just thought, okay, this isn't that type of movie. Like, it didn't really need it. And I will say that we've talked recently, like the past few weeks, about original projects that like people need to go support and stuff like that. This is a prime example of this movie felt fresh. It felt like a nice breather from like, we've been talking a lot about superhero movies, a lot about just different big franchise movie type stuff. And this one felt like a nice breather from that. It felt just completely different on its own. And like it's its own original thing. And dude, it was phenomenal. I hope people really go see it.
It was phenomenal. For those who don't know, Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler, the director that gave us Creed, the director that gave us Fruitvale Station, the director that gave us Wakanda Forever, or Black Panther 1 and Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Him and Michael B. Jordan team up again and give us a masterpiece, honestly. Overview for the movie saying, trying to leave their troubled past behind, the twin brothers return to the Mississippi hometown to start again. Only to discover that a greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. So yeah, Michael B. Jordan plays the twin brothers. He plays Stack and Smoke. What's their last names?
I don't think they
don't ever say it, right?
They just say the Stack Smoke twins.
Yeah,
the Smoke Stack twins.
Yeah. Very known in Mississippi.
Yes.
They are very known.
Yes.
Once you say the twins, they go, oh shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
I love that type of energy they have.
I loved how they said they were in Chicago working for the mob.
For Capone.
When they said that, I thought, dude, that's so badass. I didn't think that was gonna be their back. Yeah. Like, I thought they mentioned Capone, and I'm just like, holy shit, that's badass. Yep. Now I see why all these people are and why they have all this money at that time period.
Yep. I told you I was watching a lot of interviews with Ryan Coogler and some of the stuff, inspirations he was taking to make this movie. And I'm not gonna lie, hearing all the stuff he was talking about and finally watching the movie, and in my head I was putting it all together. I'm going, that was inspired. He said this idea. And I'm not gonna lie, I appreciate it even a lot more. The cast was phenomenal. Reading down the cast real quick: Haley Steinfeld, Michael B. Jordan, Lee Jun Lee, Omar Benson Miller, Wunmi, Mosaku, and I'm sorry, no disrespect. Jamie Lawson, Delroy Lindo, Lola Kirk, Miles Canton, and Jack O'Connell.
Miles Canton, dude, that guy's gonna be a star now because of this
star, bro. I don't know how old he is, but I'm gonna say this, bro.
I saw an interview with him.
His voice,
it's phenomenal. I saw an interview with him, and I think I forget the lady's name that he said. They were just looking for a guy who could sing, a young kid who could sing, African American, of course. And he said this lady sent him the role. He went for it. He met with Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, and then he got the role. And yeah, he's gonna be a star.
He's gonna be a star, bro. Let's see, Haley Steinfeld as Mary. Fantastic. Fantastic. My wife had to hit me because when she showed up on screen, I started clapping.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. Great actress.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. Omar Benson Miller too. He's an OG.
Yeah,
that's cornbread.
Yeah. Bro.
He's an OG, bro. And he was great too.
It's one of those things where it's like I forget
about these actors.
I forget about these actors, but every single time I see them, it just makes me feel good.
Yeah.
So seeing him, it felt good. I'll tell you one thing though. I even watched Campio's review, and he said the same thing. He took the words right out of my mouth for this review. Scene stealer, bro. Scene stealer. What was it, Delta Slim?
Yeah, I was just about to say Delta Slim was funny as fuck.
Bro.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was funny as hell. The Delroy Lindo. Bro.
Yeah.
Amazing every single time he had any ounce of dialogue, anytime he was on the screen. Amazing, bro.
It truly was a good movie.
It was a very good.
Do you want to talk about a full spoiler, or just because it came out, do you want to just...
It's so fresh, and I feel like this one's going to be one where people want to go see.
But I'll just say, I mean, I did kind of spoil a little bit with the Al Capone thing, but I mean, you do know that they have a past, like,
yeah.
I will say the whole vibe of, like, because it's late 1920s or early 30s?
1932.
Okay, so the whole vibe of it just feels accurate. accurate. Was I alive at that time? No, but it just feels like
right,
dude. It just feels right. Like I don't know. And Teresa had sent me a TikTok a few days before, and I don't know if the video was because of this movie or what, but it was an old Mississippi slave plantation, and it looks fucking exactly the same as the one in that movie. So it may have been the same one. I don't know. But everything just looked accurate. Everything just looked accurate. The cars, the time period, like everyone talking in Mississippi, like it just looked accurate, dude. And I mean, it was phenomenal.
Even you see it in the trailer, so it's no spoiler. But Jack O'Connell plays the main vampire.
Yeah, he did whatever too.
Amazing, amazing. Mm-hmm. The introduction to him was kind of scary, but once he gets his little horde, and you see it in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. Them three. Fantastic. They're little.
The way they did the vampires was fantastic.
It was
too.
different.
It's just
different. It was different, but it felt normal. It felt like we've seen that before, but at the same time, I haven't seen this type of vampire. I really liked it. One thing I will say that I really appreciated. I don't know about you. For me, about 30 minutes into the movie, I forgot this was a damn vampire movie.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess
the backstories and everything, the world they were building.
They take a little bit. Like
it takes a little bit. Yes. But it was also it was also
cool. Though.
I was so immersed in this world that Ryan Coogler made for us already. The 1932 Mississippi area, where you see the slave plantations, you see the city, you see all this little stuff, and you have these two twin like everything. Even
you see the way people react to them. You see the way they react with people.
Yes, everyone they had history with everyone they interacted with.
It's small town.
It's small town. I completely forgot, and I legit looked over at Emily and I go, I forgot we're watching Sinners. Yeah. Like, I forgot we were watching a vampire movie. At the end of the day, this is a horror film.
Yeah.
And damn, is it good.
Yeah. Well, no, and then there's, like you said, the first, I would say, 30 or so minutes, it really, truly is just setting the story up. And then, boom, it hits. And then you're like, okay,
and when it hits.
Here we start. Like, here's where it starts with the whole vampire stuff.
Yeah.
No, I agree with everything you said. I thought it was great, dude. I walked out of there, and I thought to myself, one, because there's two extra final credit scenes. And one of them, I think, fully sets up that there's going to be more of these movies. Because I think also it's going to be successful box office-wise.
I hope so.
Because it's got time to breathe. I hope it is. And if it is, I think that they're making another
Does it? That's Thunderbolts in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I think also this is a type of movie that appeals to appeals. Well, not necessarily families, because I mean
no. But I'm saying my bad.
It appeals to superhero fans and then the people that aren't superhero fans.
The horror fans and the more adult fans will come see this.
Where Thunderbolts appeals pretty much to just superhero people. Okay. So I think it has time to breathe. I think and it also doesn't really look like a super high budget movie anyway, to where it would need to make a ton of movie. I don't know what the budget. What the budget was, but I don't think it needs to make a ton of money. It definitely doesn't need to make a bill for them to make a second one.
If it does.
I mean, I don't even think the Creed 3 or anything like that was close to that. So and they're still making more. So I definitely think that people like the whole Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan stuff aspect of it all. And so I think that they'll make more of these movies.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I walked out too thinking, everyone on social media was right.
It's not over. It's not one of those movies that's overhyped. No,
it's fantastic.
Everything you've heard about it is true.
It's fantastic, and it truly is it's original, and that's what I liked. I just felt like I was just away from the Last of Us talk, the superhero talk, Fantastic Four talk, the Avengers. I just felt like I was away from all, and it was just truly by itself, this different movie. Yeah. So it just felt, it was great.
I'm gonna say this though. Well, I have to give Michael B. Jordan his flowers. I know we're.
Dude.
Michael B. Jordan,
best performance I've seen him in. And that's a lot saying, because he was Killmonger in Black Panther.
And the stuff he did as Adonis was incredible as Creed. But him playing two characters.
Two different personalities. I know they're twins, but two different personalities.
It's absolutely incredible. It really is. And the way he approaches both of them it's insane. How the characteristics and mannerisms are different on both of them as well. This man's a force.
Oh, yeah.
This man is a force.
He deserves to win whatever award he's up for, because dude, he kills it with that role. That's the best performance I've seen him in. And I know some people are gonna be like, well, he did play two characters in that movie, but still, he fucking played his ass off in both of them. So he did a phenomenal job.
It was fantastic.
And I think that's the best performance I've seen Michael B. Jordan in.
Yeah.
And I will say the editing too was great, because it's Michael B. Jordan in both scenes. Yeah. So you got to edit it a certain way to make it look natural, and it did look natural to me.
It looked flawless.
Yeah, it looked flawless.
There was one point where in my head I thought, what's his brother's name in real life? Because you really think, oh, bro,
Yeah,
he has a real twin.
It looks,
bro.
it looks phenomenal. It looks phenomenal. Some people still think that the other brother was meant for Jonathan Majors. But then the whole shit happened, so then Michael B. Jordan just played both.
I ain't gonna lie, that'd been sick.
It would have been sick too, but I think the whole twin aspect works.
It would definitely work.
So I think it worked.
Definitely
I think it. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but I think it worked out perfect. Like the twin aspect works.
I want to say this real quick before we move on, because I know time wise. I was, as always, I bring him up all the time. John Campy. I was watching his review on it. One thing they did bring up for that guy you brought up when it came to Superman, Robert Meyer Burnett. He has a side channel where he talks to different costume designers, set designers, different producers, whatever. That's his little thing he does. It's cool. Designing Hollywood. That's what he calls it. He talked to the costume designer for this for Sinners. She was previously working on Blade for the MCU. When that interview happened, she said Blade was set in the 20s.
Oh, Ryan Coogler, dude.
He said Blade was set in the 20s, which no one knew about.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So we weren't going to get a Blade that's set here. No, it was a period piece for Blade. So that's new news right there. She was working on Blade. She was trying to design costumes for a 20th century Blade.
So it pretty much worked out already.
And then she said Marvel put a pause. She didn't say it cut. She said Marvel put a pause on Blade. So she had to stop right there. And right after that, Ryan Coogler's wife called her and said, "What are you doing?" And she said, "Well, I'm working on Blade right now, but we kind of paused that." She goes, "Perfect. I need you to call Ryan." And she said it was the easiest transition because all the costume designs kind of just went right over to the 30s with this one, and it happened to be vampires. Yeah. So it's kind of funny how that worked out.
Crazy. But if anything, though, if that's the 20s, I think it's just an easy, and we've been saying it, just put Ryan Coogler on it.
Yeah, bro.
Just put Ryan Coogler on it.
Hey, shit. We need Ryan to do a Black Batman, and we need Ryan to do Midnight Suns or Blade. Take it.
Oh, another. Well, yeah, we're not going to spoil it. I was going to talk about this one scene that was fantastic, but we're not. Well, yeah. Okay.
But no, after credit scenes, you mentioned there's two of them. The second one, the very end, it's nice, but I didn't need to stay for it. I'm not going to lie. The first one,
yes.
Not only is it after credit scene, that shit is a fucking 5-minute, 6-minute scene. Way longer than any after credit scene I've ever seen. But I'm not going to lie. It was great.
Yeah,
it was well needed, and like how you said, there's going to be more to come.
Yeah,
so
it was great, and I definitely see them making more, especially because you have Haley Steinfeld who's killing it, and then Michael B. Jordan, obviously, well known. So I definitely see them making more movies.
Oh yeah, so fantastic movie.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Yeah, I gave it a 10. What do you want to move into next?
Let's get into some Daredevil, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of breaking that. We're just reviewing stuff because there's a lot that happened this week.
So
we saw 4 things technically.
Yeah, you're right. Daredevil season finale. Daredevil Born Again. Season 1 is a wrap. They put a nice bow on it. Do you want to rank the episode or do you want to rank the season overall? How do you want to do this? Well, obviously we're gonna get into the episode, but how do you want to?
Yeah, I mean it is a season finale. All in all, we could rank the season, I guess. What do you want to do?
Let's do the episode first.
Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Like a 9.
9. Yeah, I was gonna say like a 9.
It was a nice 9.
Yeah.
A nice bow on top.
Yeah. What do you give the whole show?
The whole show overall?
Season, yeah.
Okay.
I give it like a.
I get it out of all 4 seasons.
Oh no! I'm talking about this season.
Oh, okay, but I'm just trying to think like where would I rank it on there?
Oh, okay, that's a good question.
Shit. Because there's some stuff that season 3
Dude,
did fantastic.
I don't know. The Netflix Daredevil's fantastic, though. I mean, I don't know if...
Yeah, but in my head, I'm looking at it like this. You take the elements from season 2 that were great. You take the elements from season 3 that were great, and they gave you Born Again.
Well, yeah, but
is Bullseye and Punisher?
But is Born Again better than any of those seasons? Take away the hype of it all, because this is different, right? This has MCU-related stuff, so it's elevated a little.
Yeah.
But in one season, we get a lot of Punisher on the Netflix series. In one season, we get a lot of Bullseye in the Netflix series. And then we also get a lot of Kingpin already being
on
Kingpin.
All 3.
Right. So, I mean, you brought that up. I hadn't really thought about it. But as of right now, I don't know if I can rank it up.
I'm not going to lie.
Any of the Netflix
It's kind of a toss-up between 2 and 4 right now. As what's my favorite? I love this season.
I loved it too. But I'm just trying to think overall, like,
we're doing like 2 more.
From start to finish. You hadn't brought it up, but I don't know if I can rank it ahead of any of the Netflix seasons because I just think those are truly great.
Even their slowest episode in this season is great.
Yes, you're right. But I think all the other episodes in the Netflix seasons are great too. Yeah, so And I almost appreciate the more grounded version of the Netflix series a lot more.
This is grounded.
Yeah, but I mean so in the sense of like you see Daredevil doing a lot of stuff that he doesn't do in the Netflix series.
Fantastic.
And
we
so
use
like,
that word a lot today.
So like, yeah, I mean, overall it was fantastic. I think I'd give the whole season like an 8.5 because I do wish that they did more stuff better with Muse, and they did hype him up, and I thought that was gonna be like a bigger thing, and then it ultimately just wasn't. It was just a little side quest.
8.5 isn't bad.
I think I'd give it an 8.5.
Okay.
I do think it's better than both seasons of Loki. I think it's better than WandaVision.
Okay, is this the best?
I think it's the best Disney Plus
Marvel
MCU show.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's better than What If, of course.
X-Men?
Well, I was about to bring up Spider-Man was really good though.
Spider-Man was
and
good.
X-Men 97 was good too. I think I would say yes just because it's live action. So
it's as of right now, it's a toss-up between X-Men and Daredevil.
Yeah, I think I would put Daredevil. I think it's the best Disney Plus season show that they've put out. I think so.
Overall, though, we can discuss it. Full spoilers for the episode. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. What the hell's wrong with you? Fantastic, dude. A nice little bow on top. If I do complain about one thing, gosh damn it, bro! You're waiting for this one thing to happen. You're waiting for this all-out war. You're waiting for this fight, just for them to say, "Tune in next season," to pop up.
And he goes to and the people that he went to. I thought, boy, I don't see one heavy hitter in this bitch.
Cherry?
I'm thinking like, bro, you need some superheroes with you.
Yeah.
And the whole time I was thinking, where the fuck's Spider-Man at? So
that's
my fault. I shouldn't be thinking
that's the one thing that everyone kept on talking about on Twitter. Out of everything, that's the one thing is that Spider-Man just sleeping, I guess, huh? Hawkeye just sleeping, huh?
Yeah, well,
Doctor Strange just sleeping.
Yeah, especially if it's supposed to be in the same world.
Yeah.
But, Sony just fucks everything up. That's what I blame, dude. I blame Sony. Because I just think, like, bro, why would you not just capitalize on this?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nonetheless, you see it on the shirt. Daredevil and Punisher, amazing scene, bro.
Yeah.
Off the cuff, bro. You see Matt in the hospital from the stuff that happened in episode, was it 8 or 9?
Mm-hmm.
Or, whatever episode it was. He's in the
8,
hospital, everything, because he got shot previously by Bullseye, saving fucking Fisk.
Mm-hmm. Fisk didn't even give a fuck either.
Fisk gave no fucks, bro. He knew that Matt took a bullet from him. And they're like, hey,
he said, this doesn't change anything.
He said, you should pay him a visit.
Yeah.
And it would suck if he, succumbed to his wounds.
Yeah.
I like what he said, though. He said a bar. Better to die a hero than live as a vigilante. And I thought, like, it's almost like, would you rather die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain? That type of shit. But, I mean, it was a bar in my head. And, yeah, from there, Mac escapes. Goes to his apartment. First thing he says is, "Oh, you're the last person I expect." And I love the energy Frank brings instantly. Just start talking shit. You don't even have goddamn coffee in your house. And I'm thinking, bro, you broke into this man's house and you worried about coffee.
Yeah. Some people were saying, did Matt just walk with his ass out to his house?
Yeah. Well, didn't he tell him that too? He goes, "You going to suit up or you going to have your ass out the whole time, bro?" And Matt just... Bro, it was great.
Their whole interaction was great. I mean, fucking Punisher, dude, gory ass kills that we had never seen before.
Okay, so I want to say we've never seen, but at the same time, I still have yet to see the Punisher seasons.
Well, I said in the MCU. So
okay.
Yes, we've never seen that type of stuff in the MCU. So like, I mean, I was surprised even that I was like, holy shit, he is for real headshotting some of these people, and you're seeing the blood and everything.
Hey, bro, you see him hit that Roman Reigns, jump over that counter, bro, that spear.
So that was fantastic. I don't know if I really liked how they just brought Karen. I just felt like she just randomly just appeared, and then it was kind of just like a cop out, like, oh yeah, I knew you were gonna have trouble, so then Punisher, I called Punisher.
As soon as
I don't know if I really vibed with that, but I know we have to work her back in. So.
Frank said, "I got a call," and I thought, "It's Karen." Yeah. It's Karen.
I don't know if I really like that. And then everyone on Twitter obviously is talking about. Everyone on Twitter, I thought something was happening. Everyone on Twitter was talking about how, of course, Karen calls, and then Punisher will go and like get his haircut and all that stuff. And then, and then they kind of acknowledge, like Daredevil said, he was listening to both their heartbeats, and it kind of, I don't know. I guess he can kind of see that they kind of like each other.
They vibe,
which I know it's always been hinted at that. Yeah. And I haven't seen the Punisher shows, but I think it hints at that in the Punisher shows as well. So I don't know if I was a huge fan of all that, but I do know Karen had to be worked back in. So, it is what it is.
No, yeah.
Because she was so mad at him in the first episode, and then she just comes back, and then it's just like,
Well, I mean, because she still cares. At the end of the day, she still cares.
I understand, but like, I just feel like she would have cared in the first episode as well. It wouldn't have been like her to just leave it and just go back to San Francisco. Like, I feel like she would have cared about Matt, but also she was trying to move on. So like, I know you can make arguments for. I just wasn't a big fan of how they did that.
Okay,
but at the end of the day, it didn't really break the episode for me or anything.
No, yeah. So. With the stuff between Frank and Matt, it was fantastic. The dialogues they were throwing out at each other, even in fighting, bro, they're still arguing with each other because, of course, Matt, no killing. Yeah. But Frank, fucking Punisher, bro.
Like, he was killing everybody.
Killing everyone, bro. Even the guy on the counter, bro. Bah, 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 overkill for no reason. Amazing.
Yeah.
What you call it? I like when they jump out the window and a grenade. They jump out the window. Matt saves them. You know, that type of shit. That was great. The very end, though, Matt puts it together that it's Vanessa. Vanessa put the hit out. She got Poindexter. Oh, yeah. You see that scene in the very beginning? Vanessa visits Poindexter in prison. She's saying, hey, bro, I can get you free as we speak.
Yeah.
As we speak. Because I could use a man of your talent, basically. Yeah. And
so now it's just a question of does he do it or not?
Yeah. And well, I mean, shit, he did it.
Yeah.
He did it. He killed Foggy.
Yeah. Oh, I thought this was after, though. Oh, you're right. That was before. That's how she ended up killing Foggy. Yes. I thought, okay, I get what you're saying.
But they put it together why Fisk and Vanessa are so adamant about that one particular spot because it's basically he can create his own.
Yeah, it was like tax free, right, or something like that. Huh? Like it wasn't like that one little area where they're trying to build that.
Yeah, bro, it's a gray zone.
Yes, it's like a gray. So I think they
money
even mentioned
laundering.
That. Yeah, they can do whatever they want. Yeah.
Hey, no tariffs.
No taxes, like no tariffs. Like it was just it was that type of thing, and that makes sense.
What is it? He can create his own state if you want, or like country or whatever. Like in that small spot, that small dock, that small pier.
He could just do all his crime.
Yeah. And no one knows anything. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll tell you who pissed me the fuck off, too. Heather.
Oh, bro.
Pissed me the fuck off.
Oh, yeah. Side note, before you get into it. Last episode, I kept on saying Matt's girlfriend, Kristen. It's not Kristen. It's Heather.
Okay. I haven't really even been knowing her name the whole season because she's kind of just been like, whatever. Heather pissed me the fuck off because Matt's over here telling her all of this. She just thinks he's crazy. She just thinks he's having a manic episode. And goes and actually says she's going to work for Fisk. Yeah. Now, she could prove me wrong, and she could just try to get it on the inside and just try to give Matt information. But yeah, I thought to myself, you bitch. Like, he literally was just complaining to you, and you say you love this man, but like, you're okay. So I just thought, she doesn't believe Matt. She doesn't believe that he's like the way he is. And I don't understand that because he literally has been arrested for those types of crimes already before. And you see people in the beginning of the show when people find out he won mayor, and like you see people saying we can't have somebody like him in that spot. But she still doesn't believe. I don't really understand it.
No, yeah. She can get her they're gonna get back on her later, bro. She gonna learn her lesson.
Karen's gonna have to whoop her ass.
Something like that. Shit. Yeah. At the very end though, we know that Fisk and his crew are moving in on that dock, that pier, every whatever, the fun fucking Punisher wannabes. That was a great scene.
Yeah.
Frank tries to take matters into his own hand, go into that dock, trying to investigate or whatever the hell he was going to do.
Pretty much just lets himself get captured.
Gets caught and everything. Oh, yeah, I guess maybe what if he did?
Well, he did because he walked there. He knew he was going to take them all. Like
shit, he was doing a good job.
He was doing a good job, but there's too many. Yeah. Like he knew he wasn't going to.
But Karen and Matt pull up. They check it out. Matt says it. We need an army.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. The Defenders was not my first guess.
I kind of just thought the Defenders.
I instantly thought, because I told you, I think I even sent you the panels whenever, because I mean, you read these too, the Daredevil Electro ones where he gets like the hand and everything like that, or the fist. Army. That's instantly what I thought. And then instantly I thought, I think that's what Shadowland is all about, and hence why he gets the black suit in it. I mean, I still need to fully read it. But
I'll tell you this. I told you. He walks into that bar, and I'm thinking, you're going to need a lot more help, bro. I was like, these people cannot squabble like that. Like, you're going to need a lot more help, bro.
Just some cops.
It was cops. And just like some reporters and like
the bartender.
Yeah, so, bro. Yeah, you're going to need a lot more help. So yeah, we got to see some other heroes in the next season.
Yeah.
So and so far it seems like they're keeping that under wraps. Pretty good because I haven't seen any leaks about anything else.
Well, there was rumors that the Defenders are going to make a return.
Yeah, so
it
just makes sense.
Yes, but then
because if this world is now in the MCU, the other Defenders were in that world as well, so it just makes sense.
Dude, when go ahead.
Didn't Fisk bring up Jessica Jones? Or somebody brought up Jessica Jones already, I thought. Or am I just tripping about that? It may have been the Netflix series that they brought her up. I thought Fisk, when he was doing his press conference at the beginning, he brought up Spider-Man. But then I thought he brought up Jessica Jones. I could be wrong.
Oh, he brought up Spider-Man. He brought up Punisher, I think.
Okay, maybe, yeah. Maybe. I feel like somebody brought up Jessica Jones, but it could be that I'm thinking about the Netflix series. Because in season 3 of Netflix, they bring her up.
Oh, okay.
Or season 2, one of those.
Fisk. Holy shit. His kill on Commissioner Gallo.
That was intense.
Intense.
Yeah. This is a different Fisk also.
We've said this before, series. Bro. Kingpin is back. He's no longer he's Kingpin.
Yeah. Well, I say that, but not really, because he did smash a guy's head in with the car door.
Yeah.
So maybe not.
Him and Vanessa, bro, they go have dinner. All these mofos locked up, bro.
You see Swordsman the blood in the background.
Yeah, Swordsman's locked up.
They're crazy.
Locked up. That bloody portrait is in the background from when Daredevil whooped that man's ass and everything. It's all there. Season 2 is going to be crazy. Yeah. And thank goodness they are already filming. Thank goodness we don't have to wait long. We have to wait till next year. I mean, still, a year, but nonetheless, we get it next year.
Quick compared to other shows.
Compared to other shows. I can't wait.
Yeah, me either. No, ultimately it was a success for sure. Like it was a success. People who had their doubts about it coming from Netflix to here, was it going to be the same? I feel like it's even more.
Yeah.
We're still seeing a lot more gore, a lot more action, like a lot more mature content. Even from Daredevil, even from Matt. Yeah. So like, I think that ultimately it was a success. I give it an 8.5 because it was great. I just my critique is the way they did Muse. I just feel like that could have been a main villain in itself, the whole show.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna have Fisk be the main villain ultimately, then just have season 1 be about that, and then another season be about Muse. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that could have been separate on its own. I felt like they were just kind of just trying to fit that in, trying to make it a little different. But ultimately, I wish they would have done that better. But it was great. I give it 8.5.
It was good, man. It was really good. I'm excited to see what comes next. Daredevil did not disappoint. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's already done. I feel like we were just waiting for it to hit, and now it's just done.
Now it's done.
Just like that. And I say that, but that was 9 weeks. Oh no, not full 9 weeks, because we had some weeks where it was 2 episodes.
Yeah. So it was like 6 weeks.
So it was about like 6 weeks.
Yeah. But now we just gotta wait for the Punisher special, and we gotta wait for season 2 for Daredevil.
Yeah.
When is
and
the
I do want to go back and watch the Punisher.
Yes, I need to.
Yeah, one of the end credits sets up the Punisher.
Oh, bro.
Stuff.
First off, I don't know whether Frank is just that nice of a guy, or this cop is a fucking idiot.
The cop's stupid.
Where are you from? Jersey? Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. Me too.
I want to shake his hand. I'm
thinking, thank you for having this conversation. Can I shake your hand, man? What a nice honor to meet you. Got your ass.
Yeah, but that but I guess that sets up the Punisher special.
I saw someone say, look, if we just get because I think it said it's 40 minutes or something like that, or just one 40-minute or an hour-long special of just Frank escaping and killing everyone, they said I'd be happy. I was like, so would I. So would I, bro. I'd take it. Yeah. I'd take it, bro.
For sure. Yeah, ultimately a success. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Want to move on to Last of Us?
Last of Us, bro. Finally got season
episode
2.
1 of season 2.
Season premiere of The Last of Us dropped on Sunday, right after, the day after we filmed the last episode, and I'm very happy.
Yeah, I thought it was a good first episode.
It was a solid ass first episode. Mm-hmm. Small action, small glimpses of action. Mm-hmm. Great story, off the cuff. Ellie's older. You see Joel is older.
Yeah. You see Abby a little bit.
You see a little bit of Abby. They don't tell you.
I did like the first scene of the show with Abby and her friends sitting there and like.
Yes. Yeah. I was just about to bring that up right now. But I do like the fact that you see Abby is mourning a loss. Don't know who it is. Obviously, we do, but you don't see who it is. And she straight up says, we're going to kill Joel.
Yep.
Slowly. And we kick it off from there. You get introduced to Dina. You get introduced to Abby. Abby's whole crew. Who else is in there? Tommy is back. Yeah. Joel. Damn, what the hell is Dina's ex's name?
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to pull it up right now. Yeah. Jesse.
Is it Jesse?
Yes, it's Jesse.
Okay. Yeah. Everyone you love from the game, they're all there.
And then after the episode as well, you see Jeffrey Wright as Isaac. You see a little clip. They show like the what's to come in the next.
Oh yes, yes. You
see a little bit of that. Ultimately, I agree with you. Yeah, I thought it was a great first episode. Like the game skips over a lot of stuff. It gets kind of right into the action. And that's what we had said before is like there's a lot of things that the game skips over, so you could tie that into the show. And it seems like they did. Yeah. Like a lot of that stuff we didn't really see in the show, some of it. Obviously, you have the bar scene, which that was like bar for bar. A lot of it was in the game, which that was cool. I didn't think that Bella Ramsey did a bad job. I thought, I know there was a lot of critique going into her because she doesn't look like Ellie.
Even us, we talked about it. Even though we said we loved her,
we said we were, and we said we weren't harping on it because we weren't. It's a fictional show.
We weren't mad
a
about
game.
It. We were just
like,
saying that
we would have preferred Kaylee Spaney. At the end of the day, I thought Bella Ramsey did good. The person that stole the episode for me was Isabella Merced as Dina.
Oh,
she was fantastic, and we don't really get that charisma from Dina in the game.
And so this one you do.
This one you do, and it's a different, confident, like just. Yeah, like you don't really see that as Dina in the game. So she stole the episode for me. She did phenomenal.
I'll say this. I think it's what they were going for. Ellie was annoying. Ellie, at some parts, she was just being annoying to me. But I'm thinking, the therapist told Joel straight up, "Boo, freaking who? You have a 19-year-old daughter that hates you. Welcome to fucking parenthood, basically." And in my head, I thought, okay, so that's the aspect of she's coming into her own. She's still kind of pissed off at Joel. Like, and that's all it was. I'm not gonna lie. It was just the stuff with Joel. But in my head, I was thinking, but you already know this, dummy. You know she's like this in the game.
It skips over a little bit of that. Though.
You're right.
So I think that's another annoying aspect that we don't see of Ellie. We see that they're mad at each other. But we don't see a lot of this, like at the beginning at least of this. So it's like,
and
that was
also
different.
Ellie has this little confidence to her, bro. Like where she thinks she's the
when she took that big dude down, I thought, okay. But then I like how they for real. He was like, I told him to go easy on. I'm like, okay, that makes more sense. Like I don't need to see Ellie be superhero type little girl who can take down.
And she told her, don't ever pull your punches again, bro.
So I ultimately I don't think she did a bad job. I think even the scene when they go into the grocery store she did good. We see a stalker.
Hey, bro. Hey, whenever, because it's in the background, not even focused, but you see it move instantly. I remembered everything from the game, and I thought, "Oh shit!"
But this is a lot earlier because in the game we don't see stalkers till they get to Seattle.
Yeah. They don't
because in the grocery store you fight clickers. That's it. There's just clickers in there. But this one you fight a stalker, and it's a lot earlier than. But I understand you want to get that address earlier because I had no idea about stalkers going into the game, and then you get to Seattle and you go and you deal. It's that office space. That's like the first space you see this. And dude, I just remember playing that shit late at night, and I was scared. Like that shit was scary.
From there, I agree 100%. I remember the first time seeing them in the game. I haven't had that feeling of not necessarily fear or just scared and just like, oh shit. And I'm even whispering.
Well, and then it's different because you only deal with a certain type of zombie from the first game to this one.
Yeah.
And so then you get midway and you're like, is that zombie hiding from me? Like egging me on, but also and so like it's just different. It's completely different. So they put a stalker in the first episode, so that was something different. Another thing that's different too, Joel and his brother aren't going on runs. Yeah. Where in the game they are. In the game they still go on runs, and that's how they end up crossing paths with Abby. I don't know if it'll be the same this one, but it seems like they have already a schedule. They have set people that go do those runs, and it's not really necessarily Joel and his brother because Joel's the manager, the foreman.
Yeah.
I don't think he is that in the game. Him and his brother still go on runs.
They're still the main ones.
So I think that's a little different. So I don't know how they're going to address that, but I don't know if you saw the foreshadow for next week's episode. The whole city gets overrun.
Yeah.
And that's not in the game either.
Yeah.
Like you do see it all get overrun. So I wonder if Abby gets in when all that is happening. Gets into the town. And that's how, because you do see a horde.
Yes,
you see a horde.
Yes. So you see them running,
and you see, but it's away from the city. It's away from Jackson. So this one, they're coming to Jackson. So I wonder if that's how that happens. So they feel like that's our way to get in.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're right. Maybe that's the way.
Yeah. So we'll just see what happens there, but it'll just be in Jackson. So
damn, bro, you know what I just realized?
What? At WrestleMania, we're gonna have to watch it Monday.
Fuck.
Yep. We're gonna be spoiled already.
Yes.
Twitter.
Because I'm not getting off Twitter for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to want to hear people's reactions to WrestleMania.
Yep.
Damn it.
So but I find it very hard to believe that they'll do the kill episode 2.
No, they're not. I still stand by they're going to
had
do
to have known
season finale kill.
Well, and also they had to have known what's going on on this day of this episode, right? Yes. So like, they're not going to make the kill of Joel be on an episode where some big's happening, like WrestleMania.
No,
it'll be some other time. I'm just curious what the reaction is gonna be. A lot of the reaction that I saw on social media from the episode was people that played the game. So I don't know if
the general.
I haven't really seen much general reaction, so I don't know what the reaction is gonna be to Joel. But we've said it on here many times, so we know what happens, and I'm curious to see what the reaction is gonna be. I think the only way I'll see it be bad is if they do it different than they did in the game.
I'm not ready for it. I am, but I'm not. Because I just know that Pedro's great.
Yeah, I just
give a great performance. Dying.
I just wish. I don't wish, but I think I need people just have to understand that. Yes, we love Joel, but Abby's got to get her get back, especially in that world. If that's your dad, I'm getting my get back, bro. I don't care who this guy is, and I'm in that world, and I'm trained like Abby, and I'm trained like they are. I'm getting my get back.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I just feel like everyone's right in their way. They go about it differently. They go about it wrong, but they have their reasons to do it, and it's justified.
Yeah.
Because Joel had a justified reason to save Ellie, and he had to kill that doctor. I mean, I don't know if he had to kill him, but he did. And then Ellie has a justified reason to be mad because it wasn't her choice. At the end of the day, I still think Joel was right for saving her, but it's still her choice, and she wasn't given a choice, so she was mad about that.
Yeah.
And then Abby's justified too because Joel killed her dad.
100%.
So
100%.
She's justified, and then Ellie is justified in going after Abby because Abby kills Joel. So
kills her dad.
Yes. So they're all justified, and it's just a fucked up situation. Mm-hmm. And so I mean I don't. I'm curious to see what the reaction is going to be.
Yeah, me too.
So, but I do think it happens this season for sure. Man. So
yeah, a lot coming.
And I don't think it happens at the end, dude, because we already seen scenes of them in Seattle. You know what I mean? So I think it's episode 3 or 4 that it's got to happen.
That'd be crazy.
I think episode 2 will end with Joel and Abby coming in to face to face.
Fuck.
And then episode 3 will probably be the episode. That's the way I'm thinking.
Episode 4.
Yeah, I think it's 3 or 4. I'm gonna go with 3, because I think this episode 2 will end with Joel and Abby. They'll help Abby, because in the game she gets in trouble and then they help her. So I think that's what it's gonna end with.
Gosh, bro.
Either way, though, it was a solid episode, and that whole
Very
stuff
solid.
with the whole stuff with the tundrils and the pipes.
That
was different.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say they were already in there.
Yeah.
And in my head, I thought,
because in this game they were really pulling on the hive mind.
Yes.
So I think that's why they're coming to Jackson.
Yeah.
Because that shit is there.
I'm not gonna lie. So when I saw that, I didn't see it.
Nasty. Just nasty.
When I first saw it, I thought, oh, fuck, they're there.
Even the soccer dude, you look at him, just bro, this would be the worst type of zombie to face. This would be the worst type.
Yeah.
100%. The whole mushroom, dude, now I see vines outside and shit, and I don't even. I tell Teresa, we'll be walking and I'll see a weed or something. I'll be babe, that shit just reminds me of Last of Us. I just can't. It just looks like it. Because in the song too, they have it looks like the vines climbing up.
Yep. I'm not gonna lie, it was nice hearing the song.
Yeah. Ultimately, I was happy with the first episode.
It was a very good start.
Yes.
Nothing too crazy,
yes.
Nothing too boring. It was a nice, good, solid ass episode.
Yep. I was happy with it.
Yep.
And I thought a lot of it followed the game as well, which I was happy about, especially the bar scene. That was cool.
The one thing that I love the comparison because I even sent it to you. When Seth calls Abby and Dina Dykes.
Yeah.
In the game, Joel just gets a nice little shove. This motherfucker in the show chunks the fuck out of Seth, bro. And I was like, whoa, shit.
Yeah. Pedro did a good job too, dude.
Yeah.
He the country accent feels a little forced, but I don't think it feels good too. It doesn't feel like too much. Because Joel, I'm trying to remember in the game, it doesn't really feel like Joel's trying to do a country accent. Where this one, it feels like Pedro. It feels like Pedro's trying to.
Yeah.
But it doesn't bother me that much. I do think it was a little bit too country, but I'm just it doesn't really, because his brother doesn't really sound like he's too country that.
No. Tommy doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, so I don't know, but ultimately, I thought it was good, and I even liked the whole refugee thing.
Yeah,
Joel he's telling her what I forget Tommy's wife's name.
I can't remember either.
He's even telling her eventually we're gonna have to stop taking refugees in, and then she tells him straight up don't forget, bro.
You were a
refugee at one time. And I'm yeah.
He probably goes, yeah, but I'm all you need, bro.
Yeah, she's right. But he that's where he pulled, bro, I'm family. That's where he would pull that. Ultimately, yeah, it was a good first episode, dude. I was impressed. I was happy. I was happy with it. I watched it while I was at work, and I'm not gonna lie, I was by myself. The stalker came on TV, and I was looking over my shoulders, making sure nobody was on me. So Maria,
that's right. That's right.
So ultimately, though, I was good. Anything else?
That's it, bro.
Yeah.
It was
a lot to review this week.
A lot to review this week.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Next week, obviously, we'll have Last of Us as well.
Yeah, we'll have Last of Us. No Daredevil.
Yeah, no Daredevil. Do we try to go see Drop on Tuesday? We'll just look at Showtime
we'll have to try
if
to
they even
figure it
have Showtime. I mean, I've seen good stuff about it on the
Yeah,
internet.
me too.
So, but yeah, I'm trying to think what else comes out this week. What else is good? I know Thunderbolts is coming out in 2 weeks, so it won't be next episode, but it'll be the episode after that.
What comes out this week?
Oh, you know what? I think there is a movie.
Yes, there's something.
Yes.
What is it?
It's not the hot. It's not the what's that? The horror one. What's that one called? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Dude, the one where they relive the day. They relive the day. I'm so bad
Until
about
Dawn?
explaining. Yes, I think that comes out soon.
Oh. Until Dawn. Okay. So maybe.
Oh, The Count 2.
Okay.
Which I need to watch Account 1. Are you gonna want to go
too.
see Account 2?
Yeah, I'm down.
Until Dawn also.
Mm.
It's this week. I told Teresa I want to see that one as well. She was kind of iffy.
Yeah, Emily was like, no, thank you. And I'm like, okay.
So I'm down to go see that too if we have to go see it on Tuesday. Okay. Well, nothing else?
That's it,
All right,
bro.
we'll catch you guys next week.
All right, later.